Oh, looks like we are back. Hold on, let's get back in the saddle. Um, Alrighty. Hold on. We are recovering from these Estione. Okay, so first things first, make sure everything is back to where it should be, because holy crap. Um, merp, 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 merp. Boop, 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 boop. Something changed with VTube Studio. Great. Okay, so while I'm getting that back up, let me fix VTube Studio. So I'm going to turn that off for just a minute here. Let's see, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, and go ahead and get logged back in. Now that our frame rate isn't tanking, that was just awful. I'm not even going to sit here and say I wasn't. Holy crap. Oh, I don't know why that's already, and back to alrighty. So we are back on that front, and some of the yeah, I'm gonna have to re-upload some of these for a little bit later. Let's see. Let's go ahead and edit that. Okay, put that at least in the right category. Yeah, I want to actually go to the channel, make sure it's looking okay. And sweet. Let's see. Good, it's not connected to Wi-Fi, so we are why did I'm not even pretend to understand that. Alrighty, and excellent. We are back on that front. So YouTube Studio coming back on. Yay! Now, okay, that worked. Is our main one to work? Yep, that's all working, and um, hold on. Let me turn off. Okay, everything should be back to normal for the most part, I think. Again, I apologize for all of the insanity just then, because that was not how I wanted things to go. So, alright, so let's actually get my volume adjusted to where I could hear things again. If anyone's still in chat, can you please, Please let me know if the sound is okay, if I need to turn it up or down or change it. Ralga. Ralga's reach. Ralga, my boy. Well, well, if it isn't the dauntless Ray. Full glad am I that you would thus call to me. When you and yours investigated the origins of the Fist of Ralgar, you posted some interesting theories. The connection between myself and the Sylph's divinity in particular. You did well to draw attention to that conclusion. I honestly don't remember that, but sure. And I really need to go buy an inn, like, quick. Your inquiring minds have taken you far, child of man, and they will take you further still. Artak, hello, how's it going? You just missed the absolute cluster. That was a dying internet connection. I had to reboot my modem, my router, my computer, everything. My frame rate tanked into the hundreds. It was so bad. And I'll have to do some editing to make this a full VOD for later. Like, sad, but thankfully, because of all that, you haven't missed much. Like, we just literally got in here. We got to start talking to these guys. So we talked to Ralgar. Now we talked to Bayragot, the Builder. Bayragot. Damn, I want that hammer. Holy crap. Ah, Ray, pleased am I that you should seek me out. I had wished to speak with you. So, definitely appreciate it. It does me well to see that you have been dedicating yourself to crafting. In my capacity as the builder, I watch your progress upon this path with keenest interest. The act of crafting embodies the spirit of improvement and advancement. 'Tis my hope that you will strive forever forward and seize that which you most desire with your own hands. God, I need to go by the inn and fix that. That is bugging me so bad right now. Okay. I'm sorry. I have to fix that. Otherwise, that is going to drive me absolutely bonkers. So, in with an aesthetician, here I come. And I don't know how that got messed up either. Ethernet, Adventurers. Yep, Adventurers Guild. I don't know what changed with my character's lipstick color, but that is bugging me so bad. I would do the Alsate's Wink quest, but I've already did the event quest offline. It was a really fun event, actually. Yeah, right this way, and yep, Stream Elements is a little behind there. Oh, wrong post. That's the one. The aesthetician is what I want. Except that's bugging me so bad. Did my mods? Whoa, okay, thank God that perspective was there. I was not expecting that. Ooh, bullet avoided. What's, oh, Yeah, I was worried that would happen. Thankfully, I don't think that actually breaks toss. It just come really close. Ooh, holy. Yep, and okay, fix that. I will pay the guild for that. 2,000 guild. That's a rip-off esthetician. That's a rip-off. Whew. Yeah, I don't know what caused that either, to be perfectly honest. It's a mod I have installed, but it's one that I didn't actually intend to install. So I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that offline and make it toggleable at least. Ooh, my god, that like I'm sweating, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so back to Ordona. But yeah, 2,000 guild just for a lighter shade of lipstick. My god, like how does like that's why he's always making money, because he's overcharging. Oh. And the irony, other mods are turned off. Yet I don't know. Some of my mods are turned off, others are still turned on. What the heck? I Oh yeah, he strikes some whack poses. And yes, I did get a friend showed me the crab mount, and I had to get it. His name, ironically, is Big Shell. Okay, so we talked the ones on the left, Byragat and Ralgar. You know, it's interesting that they put this here, of all places. What the heck? A mummy mammoth? Nothal. The boss of the first one. Okay, Nothal. Ah, here we go. Ray, we bid you welcome. Know that though we appear to be two beings, a dual-aspected divinity, was not always so. Man's hopes harbor power, and 'twas his faith offered over millennia that shaped us into our present form. In answer to your faith, we, the traders, shall watch over mankind as he strives for that which he desires. Oh my god, that looks even worse. It looked good in the end, but that looked even worse. Like the gloss is what's killing it, I think. Well, I'll fix that off stream, though. I'm not going to go back or spend another 2,000 gil just to fix lipstick, only to have it be bugged. The things we do for good glam. Azima, the one named after Azim. Ah, Ray, at last you've come. I was right to entrust your zealous scholar companion with the message. Ever since our first meeting, I knew that I simply must see you again. There is something familiar about you. You awaken forgotten feelings in me. Feelings I once smoldered like embers amidst the ash. Perhaps you resemble someone I knew long ago. Yet whether the reason your presence gives me comfort and warmth, may your light ever burn bright. I like Azima. Azima's cool. Oh yeah, I probably need to change my bitrate settings. Something is definitely not quite right. Because I keep jumping up to like 7,000. I know it's not set that high. Nope. Nothing in that one yet. There's still 2 more realms of the gods to open here. And boop. Nofika. Nofika. God, I love the way they built her model. Why, if it is Dre, you wish to speak, do you? Aye. Tell me, have you ever met an elemental? Many hold that they were born of me, and as I mentioned, they are the voice of those who abide in the Dwellswood. At times they may seem excessive in their actions, but it is out of an abundance of love. So pray be good to them and heed their warnings. Leave that part to me. Do. So there's Nofika. Althik. I don't remember much about Althik, to be honest. I don't even remember much about Nofika. I need to dive into the books. So that way I actually understand more about the 12. So, I appreciate the work. Thank you. Ray, is it? I must say, there is something to be said for being summoned by a mortal. The life of man is but a drop in the great river of time, and thus you and yours want to rush ahead, not wasting a single moment. Be that as it may, certain sights will only come into view if one stops to look. So be not afraid to pass the time in ways which, at first, may not seem fruitful. That's actually good advice. Should you dare to do so, you may be well visited by an eye-opening experience. Such is the richness of time. Like, he isn't wrong. I mean, sometimes you don't see things unless you slow down and take a wider view. Nemia. The Nemia Marines. I do remember that from the Scholar Quests. And the whole nation of Nemia was built around or a worship of Nemia. Well now, if it isn't my dear Ray, how good of you to call to me. I'm sorry if I gave you a shock by joining my brother in battle. But I couldn't help myself. We've always done everything together, he and I. What can I say? I enjoyed the battle. Such a joy it was to face you and yours. You displayed the self-same determination that allowed you to defy fate. And it was one surprise after another. Well, I'm glad we could be of entertainment. Okay, and we have one more pillar to go to, if I'm not mistaken. Halone and Minfina, my guardian deity. So we'll save Minfina for last. Praise be Halone. Halone's hallowed halls of Ishgard. How bold you are to summon me, Ray. 'Tis no less than I expect from you. In recognition of your valor and deeds, I offer a word of counsel. I'm all ears. Well, do I know the power of men's hopes of mortal faith? And there is no faith that I reject, Yet, in every age, there are those who invoke the name of the divine for their own ends. Be not misled by them. And very, very wise. Very wise indeed. And Mempina the Lover, my character's guardian deity. I wonder if this got some special dialogue that goes with it based on that initial choice at the first of the game. Oh, Ray, what a delightful surprise. You wished to see me, did you? Your beautiful and benevolent patron? Hey, you're my guardian deity, after all. I'm truly grateful that we can talk like this. As you know, I'm the goddess of love. Yet that obviously doesn't mean I have a monopoly on love. For instance, my brother-in-law love mankind with all their hearts, just like me. And whether or not Oshan is my beloved as mortals believe, I have more than enough room in my heart for everyone, be it men or gods. I love you all alike. And needless to say, I love my adorable Dalamud too, whom you and yours gifted to me. I'm glad we could help. The Lesser Moon Dalamud. It is now a guardian patron. And just to make sure I didn't miss any... I don't think I did miss any. Okay, good. I didn't. Okay, now we go. Yeah. You've spoken to your satisfaction, have you? Then let us awake Kral and Graha together. Wait, with Derek? Very well. We shall wait apace. Still no sign of them. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Well, pray tell. As an adventurer, you are better traveled than most. Of the places you have seen, what kind do you like best? Oh, Kugane. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is a loaded question, but not in a like trying to get a gotcha sense, but like they're like every one of them's the right answer to me. I like all these. But I have to say Faraway Lands. So far, my favorite has definitely been Kugane. Charlian, I love, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily bristling with activity, but it's got a quiet feel to it, especially when you go to the library. But I'll say Quiet Place where I can enjoy solitude. Well, I don't know if that's the right answer. But it's definitely not bustling hubs. Like that's not my forte. But I do tend to go to the beach a lot. Partly for photo shoots. So I'll have to say probably I'll go with Faraway Lands where new encounters await. That's kind of the best blend of all three. Ah, yes, I can imagine you being given to such. The thrill of visiting unknown places is something I can understand. I myself am partial to wandering Eorzea, so rich in ether this land and possesses so many aspects. It was when I was traveling through the Trellswood that I encountered this fellow. I knew not how he came to be injured and alone, but I couldn't turn a blind eye. Apple, Apple. He has long since recovered, and I probably should have returned him to his forest home. But when I see him here, undaunted in the presence of gods, I can't help but feel 'twas fate that delivered him to me. Still, the day will come and we must go our separate ways. They're finally here, everyone! Ah, welcome back. How fared your work? It took longer than we anticipated, but we managed to compile our findings, and thence deliberated a course of action. Indeed, hereon we would do well to tread with caution. The waveforms we recorded with the etheric analyzer revealed an unsettling occurrence. Oh? What is it, Graha? In the course of fighting us, the gods expended a tremendous amount of their ether, so much as to dilute their very essence. So you're saying they're dying? Lest you worry, you've done nothing wrong, right? The gods themselves wish to fight, after all. That being said, we should avoid engaging in further battle until we learn more about their true objective. To that end, we will seek out the 13th unnamed being whose duty is to watch unflinchingly. I'm betting that's the baby Oppo, who's watching everything unflinched. If Raha is correct, and we have no reason to believe otherwise, said being is the Watcher on the Moon. I'm betting it's the Oppo. You'll be pleased to know I've already acquired permission to use the Tower of Babel from the Ilsapod contingent, who oversee the structure with the Guardian people's leave. We're really going then? To the moon? Huzzah! I wonder what the Watcher is like. If there are no other matters, then let us set forth at once. I'm betting it's not the Watcher. I'm betting it's that Oppo that's right there with us. I'm calling it out. It's the Oppo. If you still wish to speak to the gods, best seek them out now. They may not be here. May not be there later. I'm betting it's that Oppo. Because he's been there the whole time. And I've already talked to all of them, so... Can I get... Aha, I can. Ah, so that's how it can float. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now that is taking us to Lamentorum, or Mare Lamentorum. So that'll definitely be in other places. We're not going to Bestway Burrows. Nope. Ah, called it in Mare Lamentorum. Oh, I got a mod turned off. Not one of the ones I need turned off either, but I'll fix it later. Greetings, Heidel's champion. You are welcome here. as are your comrades. Thank you, Mr. Watcher. Oh, so it's the lighting in that place. Okay. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you, Archer. We come hoping that you would answer some questions for us. Questions about Heidelin. We have deciphered the monument at the heart of the... Oh, excuse me. At the heart of the Phantom Realm. In addition to the names and duties of the 12, it speaks of one who is unnamed, who shall watch unflinching. I think it's that Appa Wappa, not him. Are we correct in assuming that individual is you? No, you're not. The 12 have existed for eras. If you know aught about them, will you not share your knowledge with us? They have a desire which they claim can only be fulfilled through battle with mankind. We wish to understand what that is. It's the Apo Apo, not the Watcher. Please? So man has managed to come this far. Very well. You have earned the right to know. Ooh, what are we about to learn? Remember, however, that I am but a creation. Though I have been imbued with some memories of the past, they are far from complete. First of all, I am indeed the unnamed being the monument describes. An entity created by Heidelin to serve a purpose, alongside the 12. Together, they were charged with preserving equilibrium on a sundered and unstable star. Like myself, they were given shape from people who once existed. And, like myself, they believed the world should be entrusted to the new life that had emerged. Oh, and we're seeing the dark side of Heidelin. Or I should say Aetheris. While I do not possess detailed memories of that time, Vina selected those she deemed best suited to their respective duties. That would explain why the 12 appear to have personalities like mortals. The men and women, they once were influenced by their personalities, yes. But so too did the faith of mortals. Knowingly or no, when men pray, they will the object of their worship to assume a form that can better grant them their heart's desires. In this manner have the 12 been shaped over eons into images that fit men's ideals. Ooh. So you are right, Raha. Hopes and prayers have the power to influence the gods. That should we be using that influence? Yet, even as they thus changed, at Vinar's behest, they wouldn't have refrained from intervening in mortal affairs. As a result, there will have been times when they acted in the ways that are contrary to your expectations. But now that Heidelin is no more, and the final days averted, the 12 have arrived at a decision regarding their fate all on their own. 'Tis not for me to reveal the truth of their desire. I can, however, guarantee that it will not harm or visit harm upon mankind. Nay, far from it. Ooh. Well, I, for one, never felt the gods meant us ill. To have your guarantees as well, we couldn't possibly doubt them anymore. It is most assuring to confirm the connection you and the 12. I misspelled it. With this, we may proceed in our quest with easier hearts. Aye. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. We shall return to the Omphalos to continue engaging with your brethren. That is well. As I watch on, I shall pray that the tale comes to a happy conclusion for gods and men alike. And the Apo is extremely happy. I think he knows. May your journey be fulfilling. You know, I like the character of the Watcher. I just wonder who he was in the convocation. Actually, I'm thinking I have to watch her repair my stuff. But yeah, I'm here. May as well get it done. Ready to come in, sit for a while, and tell me more of your time in Elpis. So they send for some tea, since their visit to Atheros, the Lockworths have taken to brewing the beverage alongside their afternoon treats. I have no need for sustenance, of course, but I do recall Vinar providing such things as we engaged in lengthy discourse. Continuing the custom seems appropriate, somehow. Okay, I see the repair thing, but where is it exactly? Am I just missing it, or is it just so big that I'm missing it? Oh, there it is. Ooh. See what I was saying? Like, ooh, they have... Oh, they have fishing stuff. Neat. I may have to come pick up some of that later. But, okay, so we know we're going to have to go back to Mordona. So let's go in right on our big shell. Yeah. But, so far, big shell, big shell, big shell. Sorry, I think I would really freak out if I had to ride a giant or a small crab like that. Huh. Something's amiss. The gods' avatars are nowhere to be seen. That's because our preparations are complete. Ooh, two more pop up. Woo. Whoa. Who are we about to face? Ooh. I like that trident. So, oh, he's got a dashing countenance. Ah, I waited so bloody long for this moment. Amalayan, are you so uncouth words the first you would speak unto our guest? Oh, leave off, Thaliak. You can't tell me you're not as excited as I am. I would be the first to admit my joy, but on such a momentous occasion I would act with due propriety. Well met, children of men. 'Tis our understanding that you have spoken with the Watcher and ascertained our true nature. Aye, we have. Indeed, we were created by Heidelin to tend the star. But having built the Omphalos at its heart and our sanctums throughout the ether-rich Eorzea, we labored to preserve the balance of reality. All of this we have learned, but there is one thing we do not understand. Our analysis of the Phantom Realm revealed that you and yours dilute your very selves by fighting us. Would this not impede your ability to carry out your duties? Whether forgetting the final days are over. We appreciate concern, but you needn't worry. So, okay, that's a plot twist I didn't see coming. So the baby Apple was Sean all along. I knew the baby Apple, loath though I am to disappoint, it isn't the little fella. It's him. Okay, so I did see the plot twist right when it happened. Like, he's been with us the entire time observing us. Journeying with us, or seeing things from our point of view. While my brethren used various creatures as their avatars, I chose the form of a man to better share in your solitude. And it fell to me. Sean. Now, I definitely will see how that dialogue turned out, or if we actually guessed right. The Wanderer, to beckon unto the Omphalos, they who could grant our wish. What? How could you hide such a thing from us? Had you known my true identity and our purpose, we feared that you would refuse to fight us. But our fears were unfounded. You've heeded our request, and despite the hardships, endeavored to grant it. Ray, forgive me, but I must leave the little fellow in your care. So do we have a baby Appo minion now? In the innermost part of our realm, we shall reveal the truth in its entirety. I await your coming with bated breath. It is our grandest moment, mortal. Gird your loins and have at us. Wow, that's an interesting way to put it. I shall receive you with my all. Be as a raging torrent, child of man. Appo, 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 Appo. Poor Appo, Appo. He befriended a god, and now his companion has gone back to their original realm. I don't blame Derek for hiding the truth. 'Tis no easy thing to say you're actually a god. Oh, oh. Poor Appo Appo. In his wanderings, I can't help but wonder what Derek thought and felt. Whether Ashan? So Derek is the Wanderer, the deity who shares in men's solitude. And in order to beckon us to the Phantom Realm, he posed as an explorer and solicited the aid of the Sons of St. Koinak. In spite of this, I do not feel as though I've been deceived, nor do I harbor any resentment. Rather, I simply feel sad. As do I. I understand. Tales of a dear friend were suddenly spirited far away, as we hadn't had that happen before. In hindsight, perhaps it was an expectation of the coming battle that he had kept our men at arm's length. Well, I imagine it must be even harder for you. But to know that one of the 12 walked among us, it makes me want to do the best we can by them. Aye, since time immemorial the 12 have watched over all who abide on the star. And even as they fulfilled their purpose of maintaining stability, as beings possessed of sentience, they also heeded the hearts of men. So let us likewise heed their hearts, and do our utmost to grant them their desire. You know, I gotta really wonder how this is going to end up. I am really curious now. Then I believe we all know what comes next. Yep, it is time to dance with the 12. Meow! So let's hop to it. By all indications, this will be the final foray into the God's sanctum. This task we entrust to you and your adventurer friends once more, right? As there's no telling what may happen afterwards, I shall remain on guard here. Twice now you have triumphed, and I have faith you will do so yet again. Go well, Ray. Thank you, Raha. It's time to fight the gods and bring this to a triumphant conclusion, so that the curtain may fall, and the 12 be given all new parts to play. Delia, the duty finder has been updated. Alrighty. Delia. I probably should eventually start doing the 12th circle again, but... Oh yeah. Yep, that's going to cap me out for tombstones. I'm glad I waited. That is going to cap me out on tombstones real quick. Let's see. It's a 5-minute wait, so... Oh, never mind. That was very quick. Yeah, I actually expected to be waiting a lot longer than that. Okay, say my gear doesn't match what's in the port. Like, I gotta fix that. Like, that's bugging me. Oh, I really like how they did this. Hmm. Once more unto the breach, dear friends. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, a irrigation system. This is gonna be awesome.
Come, mortals, make your way through our watery sanctum.
Uh, okay, I'm gonna go with most of my group here.
Against my servants.
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. It's just, okay, that's interesting. Okay, let's see how badly we do here. Okay, so I'm really gonna have to read all the mechanics here, or this is literal sight reading. Yeah, I really don't want to pop in Shroud yet. It's like I get the feeling if I do, I want to be kind of behind the power curve.
Only to be expected for they who vanquished my pupil Beauregard. It shall be my pleasure to welcome you personally.
So Beauregard was his student. So does that mean he is an even better builder than Beauregard? Move to the River of Knowledge.
I have looked forward to this moment, children of man. The scholar shall measure your depth of knowledge.
Yeah, the ewer brimeth over.
The rivers rage at my behest.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do.
At what answer will you arrive, I wonder?
Oh, well, I up there, didn't I?
Of ignorance,
Oh, triple tank busters. Ooh.
Join me in deepest knowledge.
Thaliak. Ooh.
Waters of your mind. Seek new perspectives, and you shall find new paths. Small wonder the others have exalted so.
Okay. Are we doing okay here?
O waters purifying, reveal their nature. Tis time for a test. Share with me your ruminations. Not all answers can be obtained through might.
They seem to be gathering over here, so...
Prove to me the wisdom of man. Let us enlighten one another.
Yeah. Gotta remember, when in doubt, follow the group. This is just the first boss fight. Holy crap.
Well done, wise children. Well done.
Smooth sailing so far, I see. Come then, mortals.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this till I see, like, bard gear.
Don't keep me waiting. Let me prepare a suitable stage for our union.
Ooh, we're going... a suitable stage for us, eh? Oh, so we're gonna get flooded out, literally.
I'll teach you the ways of navigation. waves and the winds. Oi! Cut it out, you! Can you contend with she who rules the tides? My private heart's the very sea! You must make an ally of the wind. Rise above the white caps!
Do. At least I read that one right. I gotta admit though, this is actually a really fun fight.
Like the stormy seas, I'm a harsh mistress.
Ba-da-ba-da.
I trust you don't mind if they say too. Come, Pericos, Thalios. Join us in the excitement. Dance upon the waves.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
That's the way, my clever serpent. Feel the might of the navigator! Go on, my pets. Don't be shy.
Okay, misread that. Oh, well, kind of screwed that one up, didn't we? Zeke, hello, welcome. Yeah, you never caught me mid boss fight. I was so focused, I barely saw everything in that chat. Oh, you're doing Alexander? Oh, I love that. I love that raid line. Like that was so fun. So yeah, I think I think my favorite though was definitely the fist of the father.
You can surely
That was probably my favorite segment of that quest line.
You're bloody brilliant, you are!
Aha! Here we go.
A serpent after my own heart. Well done. Oi! Cut it out, you!
Or how about we don't cut it out and...
To seek new horizons, you must come together.
Oh, there we go.
Falls to you and
If
yours to navigate the seas ahead.
After all this
So-
time, it feels strange calling it.
oh, the Gobskin blue spell. I haven't even started working on the blue mage stuff. Summoners get Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, the Phoenix,
Not
and they also get a miniature form of Bahamut. Ooh, those are actually...
I'm the last of us to face you.
Oh, dang it, they pulled before I could prep.
Strong are they who roam.
Okay, that was an interesting mechanic.
Stand firm amidst the storm.
Okay, I'll admit, these are very interesting mechanics.
You must persevere.
Damn, he snapshotted me. Crap. This is going to be very interesting.
Wind, guide my arrow. Thy bowstring sings.
Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, that's not a twist.
You can overcome this. I know you can. Arise!
Okay, that was nuts. That was nuts.
By fighting you, that strength shall be returned to the star. Come, grant us our heart's desire. Say not your sense.
Oh, okay, I misread that.
Those who hesitate are lost.
But oh yeah, I got launched like a rocket. Of course, again, this is a god we're fighting here. But I gotta admit though, this is very creative use of the mechanic. Oh, I moved too quickly.
Here our journey ends. Blessings be upon you on the road ahead.
Oh, well. Yeah, I'm still really enjoying this fight. Like, this is not what I expected at all.
May the wind ever be at your back. Yes, mankind has indeed grown strong. The sweet sorrow of parting.
I get the feel this isn't over.
Stay the course to the end.
So, oh snap, going to a gaming PC. That's going to be lit. Oh, we're back here.
You're back. The Omphilus. It's suddenly transformed.
Okay, this is weird.
Servants? What's the meaning of this? Those ones, I leave to you.
Okay, this definitely is not over. Oh, snap! You're gonna be debuting your model soon? Heck yeah! Yeah, that's awesome news, Max.
It seems we're being summoned. Go, my friend. I will stay here with the others.
Ooh. That's so awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. The is it a 2D or are you going for a full 3D? Okay, it's that okay, that makes sense. It's going layer by layer and doing all that rigging. It definitely takes a minute. Oh, did I roll it? I could have swore I rolled on that. Oh, the entirety of the 12. The, oh, and Dalamud!
The star has entrusted the future to you and yours. As entities charged with ensuring life on Aetheris, we rejoice in this outcome with all our hearts.
Yeah, so they wanted to break from it all too. But it seems as they're going to rejoin into the literal manifestation of the 12. The 12. Eulogia. Ooh, now this is an interesting way to wrap up the fight.
Beloved children, time to bid farewell to we relics of the past.
Oh boy. Let's go. Okay, this is not how I expected things. Okay, now I'm ready.
Come, children, fulfill our final wish. See every last rose returns to its throne. By the power vested in us. Fight with all your being.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-do. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out, Rosie. Yeah, I know about Gilded, but I haven't set up there. Mainly as I just don't really have a community set up anywhere. We're all for the streaming platforms. So, like, I have a Discord, but it's hardly used. Ow. Oh, I did not move. Oops. Okay, this fight's actually taking a lot of concentration. Oh, it does, but it's right here, over all these actions here. Uh-oh. We had someone disconnect. That is never good mid-fight. That's 31%. 11%. We can do it. Yeah, already. See, appreciate the alert. Yeah. I'm definitely following the crowd here, so I don't know what to expect. Yep. Divine satisfaction. Yeah. So that means we should be pretty much wrapped up, and we've been streaming since roughly about 8 o'clock. So yeah, about 2 hours if you count the scuff. So let's see what else we can get into a Final Fantasy that isn't too high stress. We could probably a little story to finish the wrap up here. So, Talia Completo. Definitely complimenting the healers. Ooh. I gotta pass on all that, even though some of that is actually useful. Did I get the card? No, I did not, so... I did get a Thalia coin. But looks like we have all of that all wrapped up. So, let's continue the story. Yeah? Ray, are you alright? Very fine. Thanks for clearing the way, Ray. That being, I presume, is this the 12? Aye, it is. All in one. You have done well, children of man. As promised, we shall reveal the truth in its entirety. Our desire is simply thus, to give ourselves unto the star as a blessing. So they literally sacrificed themselves for the good of the future of Atheros. In the 12 millennia we have existed, we have come to harbor tremendous power through prayers. Through battle, our essence shall unravel and return to the star, where it might give rise to new life. Such is our final gift to you. You mean you'll disappear? Well, he wasn't lying. He said it'd be the last time we get to talk to him. Yes, the fragments of our former souls, which serve as the core of our existence, shall rejoin the life stream. Yet, though we may fade from sight, our individuality lost, our stabilizing influence shall endure. The only thing to change is where your prayers find their way. Henceforth it shall be this, the instrument of blessing that receives of mortal hopes, hopes that shall be given back to the star. But your presence brings comfort to mankind. Everyone would wish for you to remain. Must you truly fade away? Such gladdening things you say, child. We must confess, what we do also for ourselves. An Ethernet adapter for your Starlink? I'm guessing to stabilize your connection a little bit. So if you're using Wi-Fi for streaming, that is notoriously unstable. As such, gladdening things you say, child, we must confess what we do for ourselves. Oh yeah. When mankind overcame the final days, it so moved us that even we, who are but constructs, knew the greatest joy. You have shown your unfaltering love for the world. In return, we would show our undying love for you. Aww. Worry not. Myths are wont to be woven and passed down. So long as men hold the 12 in fondness, we shall live on in your faith in us. But when you say such things, the moment of parting is come. By our blessing, you may march towards a brighter future. Up, look. Farewell, beloved children. Aww. You're allowed to see the day when the 12 would give themselves like that. When you are ready, brothers and sisters. May the font of your ingenuity forever forth. Your strength is to destroy all obstacles. Abide in virtue and hold fast to the truth. There is meaning in your deeds. Celebrate life and embrace death. May you flourish and reap a bountiful harvest. In your limited time, you have boundless compassion. Carry yourselves with honor and forge on towards victory. Have a love in your heart for yourself, for others, and for the world. From the past to the future, the river of knowledge flows. Be part of its nourishing waters. May a wonderful new world greet you beyond destiny's horizon. Be calm as the ocean, and you shall weather any storm. As the wind blows unfettered, may you be free to follow your heart. Ok. And now suddenly he rethinks his decision. You needn't agonize so, Ashan. Remain with them, if that be your desire. But this is what we've dreamed of, to return to the star together. I never imagined I would grow so fond of them. The parting would be so hard. Long have we abided in patience to rejoin the live stream. For the drop in the river of time, that is man's fleeting life. Why not share your fate with them? Follow your heart, as you ever have. And when the time comes, we shall meet again. So he shall rejoin as Derek. Neat. And he returns as Derek. I've decided to continue journeying a while longer. Oh. Oh, the Apo is very happy. And as Derek, he'll be able to share more stories of the 12. As I mean, they are millennia old, so he has a lot to contribute as a mortal. To Thalia. It cannot have been easy for Derek to break with this decision. I should like to hear what went through his mind. He's back. He's really back. That I'm still here. I could scarce believe it myself. Words can't well express my surprise when I opened my eyes to see Derek standing there. I'm naturally curious as to what happened, but above all, I rejoice for a dear friend returned. Yeah, even with the cable internet, I still would I definitely recommend Ethernet in general. It's just a more reliable connection. But sometimes you have to go with what you got. I think we've all been at that point where we're using Wi-Fi for live streams. Okay, now what does old Derek have to say here? Ooh. 12-fold blessing for framers kit. Oh. Well, let's see what he has to say. Yeah. What to say in such a moment? Best to speak from the heart, I suppose. I'm glad to be back. And we're glad to have you back. Glad hardly suffices to describe it. We're over the moon that you're still here, Derek, or should we call you Ashan? I no longer have Ashan's power. Derek will do. I was remade from the portion of my essence that wasn't returned to the star, and will live out my days as a man. I have Zeke. I have full faith that will happen, so I'm not too worried. Right now, I'm content just to be entertained to the few people that are watching. Yeah. So, the chips that fall where they may, they fall. So, may I ask what happened? No sooner had the 12 vanished than you reappeared before us. At the very least, I couldn't bear it. At the very last, I couldn't bear it. I couldn't bear to say farewell. Your earnest friendship had weighed down my steps. Oh yeah, that is. I'm not gonna say that bonus is not awesome, because it really is. Yeah, but at the same time, I do have a full-time day job, so if there's someone that needs it more than I do, I have no problem letting someone else who needs it more take it. if that makes sense. So I know there's limited spots for that stuff. And little fellows Fiver and Call halted them. He adores the Apo. I was overwhelmed by the keenest longing to remain among you and see more of the world I love. Upon seeing my torn brethren followed by hearts, I needed no further urging. We created the instrument of blessing in the faith that one day the star would no longer need our guiding hand. Thanks to you, that day has finally come. Ah, but I ramble. How uncharacteristic. Let us head back on to the envelope, shall we? Now, I hope the envelope stays. I would really love to have that as an AFK spot. I can imagine not many people will hang out there, and it's a very photogenic spot. Well, we must return to Charlian. The Forum will be expecting a report. Yet, if the entire truth were to be revealed to the public, it would shake the very foundation of the worship of the 12. Aye, pending our report, we would do well to consult the Forum on what details are safe to disclose. Much pertaining to the field of mythology will need to be obfuscated, I fear. Worry not on my account. Inspired by our findings, I have a mind to examine the 12 in the context of reception theory. The people's perception of deities are wont to be informed by their culture. By comparing the differences across the eras and regions, I believe we may uncover heretofore unseen aspects to the 12. Perception theory, you say? Most intriguing. I should like to see the fruits of your research when I visit Charlian. When you do, have care not to reveal who you used to be. The scholars would be all over you like starved beasts. I see. Perhaps I shall wait a while before I come calling. Before I came to you, I simply roamed the world. I had no objective, nothing I wished to find. With this second chance I have, I mean to undertake my travels with a renewed perspective. But ere I set out... What? Did he just take some of his power back? I would move my brethren's hopes elsewhere to place in men's midst. Oh, what a wonderful idea. If you don't mind, we should like to accompany you. By all means, we'll make for the Sanctum of the 12 in the East Shroud. Very well. Alright, let's see where we... so to the 12, to the Sanctum of the 12. Feel free to go on ahead, my friend. Well, this won't be my last time here. I need a moment before I leave. Oh. As engrossed as we've been in our work, we've seldom had the chance to thus gather and relax. The last and only time would have been the meal at Revenant's Toll, I think. The words of the monument are a promise by the gods to watch over mankind. Comforting to know that the promise will endure. Sanctum of the 12, I couldn't imagine a more fitting place for their memories. And let's see. I'm gonna need to go to the map for this. Oh, it's Ilsabad, Killicolor, embraced by the gods. Embraced by the gods, the Hawthorne Hut. Now one day, I'm going to have to come back and just finish all these quests and say I've done every quest in the game. Or that I possibly could at the time anyway. Bum, 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 dun, dun, dun. Oh. And now we play the waiting game. Players that got all the achievements. I wouldn't doubt there are plenty of them. As some people, like, as much as I play this game, there are some people that make me look like a casual player. I mean, like a hardcore casual. So, no matter how many times I visit the sanctum, its majesty never fails to move me. The rich history, originally built during the dawn of the Fifth Astral Era, it was reclaimed by the wood before being restored in the wake of the calamity. Truly, it stands to a testament to the influence that the magical civilizations in the city-states have had upon Eorzea. The sanctum harbors the hopes of men, and now those of my brethren shall join them. If you are not averse, I would speak a little of my brethren, that is, those individuals whose essence lent them form. As it pertains to another age, some concepts may be foreign to you, but would you be interested nonetheless? But of course, I would love to learn more about the 12. Pixel bonded with you in 14, has he? That you might have missed it, but I actually have an anniversary thing to do eventually at some point. I don't know how long that's been there. But, yeah, my in-game waifu, I definitely need to get them to do that part. Okay, so what you got for us, Derek? Ooh, that's bright. Oh, that's an interesting place to put the hopes and dreams. I mean, there are plenty of reasons to say yes, even just from a gameplay perspective. You get a mount, there's a teleportation ring that you can get to, and there's a whole lot of the story that you just don't see otherwise. Vargas was a man with a gift for creating inanimate objects, such as buildings and furnishings. With his abilities, he served a supervisory role at the Bureau of the Architect, where he was nothing short of a pillar. His chief was carefree to a fault. You see, he took it upon himself to ensure that the work was done. So he was at that bureau. Ralgar was a brawny man whom Vanna encountered on her travels. They quickly struck up a friendship, and he joined her on a quest to destroy an enormous meteor that was hurtling towards the star. It is fair to say this event gave rise to the legends surrounding the destroyer. So now we get to know. Azima was a woman who served as a judicial officer in the Bureau of the Administrator, an experience which served her well as the warden. She was an ardent proponent of the seat of Azim, and dreamed of training under Vanna as a successor. Hence the name, Azima. Naldal was a close personal friend of mine, a merchant by trade. He was outwardly gregarious, but also possessed a reserved side and knew quiet joy in his passion for ore. When men began treating him as a dual-aspected god, it reminded me of the person he used to be, and I couldn't help but be struck with a pang of nostalgia. Nofika was a landscape architect of great repute who grew plants gathered from over the star. Despite being skilled in magic, she preferred to nurture plants as nature intended, and her garden never bloomed with beautiful flowers. All who visited were said to leave with their souls salved. Athlic was a researcher who observed newly made creations in Elpis. Although it was at his sister's urging that he first joined our faction, he soon became a stalwart believer in the cause and always took the initiative in discussion. Halone was a formidable warrior tasked with hunting creations that were deemed a detriment to the star. For her prowess, she had been regarded as a leading candidate for the seat of Pashtara, preserver of discipline and order. Manfina was the youngest among us, a student affiliated with the Woods of La Habrea at Academia Nider. Yeah, even with that prestigious institution, she was considered a prodigy, and hers were the hands that created the magic to isolate and seal Zodiac. Thaliak was the headmaster of Academia Nida, a man of learning and leadership both. He presided over the institution's myriad faculties. No known phenomenon existed in which he was versed. Words do not do justice to express the remarkable scholar that he was. Nemia was an observer in Elpis, like her older brother Althea. She possessed a caring and inquisitive nature and was liked and trusted by her peers. Limelin, a researcher at Metabasos, Thalassai. Oh god, I cannot pronounce that word. How the heck do you pronounce that? Metabasis with Thalassai, a facility for the observation and evaluation of sea life. So passionate was she about her work that she once threw a knife at someone who inadvertently came too close to her observation subject. Whoa, dude! Ashan was a traveler whom Vinna encountered in the wilderness. They shared a campfire and discussed at length what it meant to be free. Leaving my hopes as a wanderer in this place, I shall set forth anew, as a simple man, simply named Derek. And last but not least, the Watcher. He was the chief archivist at Enemesis Anida, and respected Vinna deeply as an individual, even as he cared for her as a dear friend. Indeed, among a number, none was more devoted to Vinna, and that devotion made him best suited in his duty, and at the solitude that accompanies it. That is all. There's a lot to remember, and I should be glad if they remain with you, in some way. But grateful that you have shared with us these new aspects of Heidelin and the 12. Thank you. Well, this past time we headed back to Charlian. It wouldn't do to keep Ojika waiting. I assume you will be traveling via Limsa Lumensa, in which case allow us to see you off from there. Till now, I've wandered alone, but as I recently learned, a journey is better shared. Agreed. Very much agreed. And the sanctum of the 12 is now imbued with the hopes and dreams of the 12. Ah. Ah, that is so funny, riding on a crab. The fairy ducks, eh? Pieman. Thank you for returning me to Old Gridania. Yeah, I've never actually traveled to Gridania this route before. But, okay, so... And the upgraded equipment. Gear set. And upgrade that. Dancer is not upgraded yet. Samurai, let's go ahead and upgrade that. And Samurai's up to 630. Sweet! I definitely need to upgrade my equipment. Something terrible, but... And I got... Whoa, I have got to upgrade that weapon. Holy crap, that's low. But Blue Mage. I actually need to level up Blue Mage, so, So, Zeke, whenever you want to do some Blue Mage stuff, I wouldn't mind some help, doing my level up. So, you see, I'm still level 70. We know that's not capped for Blue Mage anymore. And with, Blue Mage getting a new focus in, Dawn Trail, I definitely want to make sure it's up to snuff before we get there. And I still got one level for Ninja, so... Let's do it. Definitely helps with that. Oh, that actually looks really good. So I need to get the appropriate equipment to match that, but that actually does look good. But enough of that, though. No, level 80 is the end cap for Shadowbringers, and because of the nature of Blue Mage, it's always 10 levels below the current max. So, unfortunately, there is very little endwalker stuff we would be able to do as Blue Mage right now. But they have a habit of raising the level cap for limited jobs late in the next expansion. So by the time we get to the end of Dawn Trail, they'll be looking at raising the level cap for Blue Mage then to level 90. And that'll open up the endwalker stuff as Blue Mage. Oh, oh yeah, one level left as... Okay, so we have one level to go. Let's see. Since we can't do Shadowbringers, Castrum Abanya. Oh, so Doma. How much yeah, I think I'll just probably wait till tomorrow and do my level up. Level 69 in the locks. Yeah, so basically you would need, yeah, you do need Shadowbringers to get past stuff in the, or to get to, Lakeland. That's where you need to go next. But you're level 90 on Reaper and you haven't made it to the, level 8, you haven't made it to Shadowbringers yet? Ooh, like that grind must have been bonkers. Okay, let's see, let's look in the Blue Mage spellbook. So, ooh. Yeah, but it just takes a lot of time, and yeah, a DPS queue, frankly, it sucks. Ooh, this is 4-star stuff. Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely have to, finish out the Blue Mage spellbook and get a proper build out. But, oh yeah. Gotta figure out something to do here. I want to keep going for a little bit. Kill a Collier. The Temple of the Fist. Oh, it's a level 70 dungeon. Okay. Yeah, I got one of Shiva's, but I don't think I got a Glass Dance. I think I got the other one from Shiva. But okay, so I need to get Ninja to level 70. And I need to do those 3 dungeons. So let's see. I don't want to waste the EXP though, so yeah, one is let me get back on my Blue Mage for a second. Yeah, Glass Dance, and there's another. I just can't remember what it was, but it said the one where you get frozen and they go snap. Yeah, that's the one. The uh Aqua Breath from Ultros and oh yeah, definitely get with me offline. We'll arrange that and I want to make a stream out of that, getting the spells. So it's Blue Mage is fun, even if it's weird. But I'm thinking, what job do I want to level up to 90? Hmm. I'm thinking get another tank up to level 90. So the question is Gunbreaker, Warrior, or Paladin? I mean, I kind of like all of them. Said, or should I just do Dancer and get another ranged up there? Or should I be crazy and focus on Red Mage? Yeah, but I know Monk and Ninja for until I get everything else max level, I'm pretty much done with those. I'm not enjoying those as much. So, or I could do the crazy thing and level up Black Mage. Nah, I didn't particularly enjoy Black Mage. I think I may leave that one be. Oh, missile. Oh, I was thinking of drill cannons. What's missile do? That sounds familiar. I may actually have it. High voltage is a fun one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting a second tank up, because I got 2 healers. I've got a rage and a magical, so... Yeah, Black Mage is fun, it's just not my kind of fun, if that makes sense. Oh, that one. Oh, that's why I remember that one. I remember that. That was weird, getting that one. Let's see. Shinobi, Gunbreaker, Paladin, Dark Knight Warrior. Yeah, Warrior's kind of overpowered at the moment. And make sure that's all current. Good, it is. Sorry about that. I did not mean to do that. But it made me quickly realize she has more than a passing interest in the Fist of Ralga. The curiosity was piqued after attending a lecture given by a historian named Eric. Seeing how desperate she is to explore the Temple of the Fist, she agreed to accompany her. Okay, so that, the Temple of the Fist. We can't do Smilliton. Let's see. The drowned city of Scala. Gimlet Dock. The Castrum. See, item 340, and I'm level 400, so I'm over gear for it. Yeah, we'll probably do that later. Okay, so, we're going to go ahead and raid out on Twitch and go ahead and wrap it up, because it is almost 11 o'clock for me, and I probably need to get to bed a little earlier than I have been, so... Let's go ahead and see where we need to wrap up, and who's all online on the Twitch side of things. It looks like Luna the Bintu is playing League of Legends, and while I'm not a League player, I do support Luna, so we are going to go ahead and raid out on the Twitch side. And we're going to call this a stream, so I really appreciate you all hanging out with me. So if you want to keep up with the streams, I do post my schedules typically on Twitter, though I'm trying to figure out a new place to post those since I am shadow banned as heck there. And I usually post those tomorrow or midday on Tuesday. So if you want to follow me, it's twitter.com/RaidSkinoVT. And I also post a link for everywhere I'm streaming there as well, since Twitch does not like me sharing that in chat, but it is what it is. So, well, with that though, we're going to wrap out and raid out on Twitch. And with that, I will see you all next time. So good night, take care, and thank you for hanging out with me so this far. So good night, everybody.